President Trump and cross watchers, welcome, welcome, welcome back to my channel. For the ones that are new, welcome to Nelly's Tarot and More. Like, share, and subscribe so all your friends can find out what is good. Oh my Jesus. For President Trump 2024 to 2025 read. My apologies that I didn't do your birthday read. I had technical difficulties, but they are resolved now. Okay. Um right here, okay, is the what is good card for this read. Okay. President Trump, if you ask me, okay, right now this is some negative thoughts. Okay. I don't want to say incarceration. Okay. I don't, I know with everything that is going on, it might seem that, but it's more like negative thoughts. Okay. I hope it's not incarceration. If I have seen incarceration, I will be crying. I don't know if you saw that on your birthday read from last year. But happy belated birthday, by the way. I hope you had a nice birthday, Mr. President. And I will still call you Mr. President because to me, you won 2020 elections. I'm a strong believer that it was election fraud. You know what I mean? But coming back over here, Mr. President, there is I'm sensing a feeling of you feel entrapped. And based on everything that you've been going through throughout all this year when it comes to um, this witch hunt that they have with you, um, I mean, it doesn't even make sense. All those charges, it doesn't make no sense that they have to come up with this to try to get you out of the elections and things of that nature. You know what I mean? But I'm a strong Trump believer. I I experience, okay, when it comes to reading my own coffee, and many times you came out of my coffee, Mr. President. I think the time before you got COVID, I predicted it, and I texted back to those text messages that your campaign sends and things of that nature and donations and stuff. Um, I send it to somebody. Can you please tell him to take care of himself because he's gonna get COVID, and then you got COVID. I'm like, no, like I knew it. You know what I mean? But coming back to here, okay. No, I was talking about in my personal experience. You came out of in my coffee, and the link of that TikTok is gonna be in the description down below, so you can see it, and it explains how it's like you are the savior of this world. Okay. Tough times are coming to the American people, and you will think about what else can happen to America. This current administration, it's being bonkers. So what else can happen to America? Oh, I wish I can say everything is gonna be okay, but it's gonna take you, Mr. President, to make America great again, to boost our economy back again, to make justice for America again. In that coffee, it was talking about that. And when I done with this read, I'm gonna put it in the description down below. But let's get back to here, okay? When it comes to, you know, you feel like there is no way out, Mr. President, when it comes to this witch hunt, this harassment through third parties, because these are harassments to third party. Let's just say it the way that it is, and your lawyer should be familiar with this term. They want you to walk away from the election, Mr. President. They want to break your heart, Mr. President, so you can just get you like in your core, for you to say, okay, that's it. I'm walking away from these elections. Let's hope that don't happen, Mr. President, because you have been the best president ever, ever, ever in the history of the United States. And I'm not that old, Mr. President. I'm only 45 years old, but I have faith in you. I have faith in you kids, that when they become president of the United States of America, they will also do a great job. Learning from the best, of course. You know? But let's see what is good with you, President Trump. Since this is not a birthday read, this will be good for a year still. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say it. Let's just continue shuffling, because we need 6 cards. We got one card that I really, 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 really like. Okay. Let's see. What is good? All right, Mr. President. Let's see. What is good with you for this year, 2024 to 2025? I will usually do a birthday read, but unfortunately I couldn't do it. Let's still do a read, because it matters. It matters to me, Mr. President. Maybe you don't like tarot. Maybe you don't even listen to my read. And it's okay. You don't need to be into these things, but Mr. President, you have stole my heart, and you have stole my kids' heart, and you have stole many, many American people's hearts. Okay? Because you're real. You were not a politician, and you decided to step up to the plate and make America great again. And you were doing a great job. COVID and other people screwed it up, but it doesn't mean it cannot be fixed, Mr. President. Now, Mr. President and cross watchers, I got your cards. The first one is the 4 of Swords. After that, you have the 5 of Wands. Then you have the 9 of Swords. After that, you have the Page of Wands. Then you have the Seven of Cups. And last but not least, the Page of Cups. What is this telling me, Mr. President? This right here, it makes me happy, okay? But the only thing that is not discouragement, it's more like you questioning yourself. Is this all worth it? Is this sticking out for this nation? Is it worth it? And I'm not saying because America is not worthy. It's because all the chaos that is being causing in your life. And you know, I don't blame you, Mr. President. I don't blame you because you know firsthand. And I'm not saying because you've been through, because you're going through. You know firsthand what this nation needs because you have sat on that chair. You understand what I'm saying? You sat on that office chair. Okay? And it breaks your heart to see how this nation is standing at this moment. Not only in this nation, also how it's standing around the world. I mean, you know, the economy is it has collapsed. You know, a regression, it's around the corner. You know, inflation. I mean, this administration, this current administration is really is really tearing us into pieces. You know what I mean? And it's stressful. It's stressful knowing that. It's stressful knowing that you could be on that chair doing a great job. Okay? All this limitless potential and all these ideas and all these things that you have to rebuild the foundation of this nation. Okay? Right now, all you're doing is, you know, you already have so many ideas. You already have so many plans and goals, and it's if I see creative opportunities, okay, it's it's like you're getting messages from your ancestors, from even the Holy Spirit, okay? Intuitive messages that even though you can be under stress because of this witch hunt, because of all these harassment, especially harassment through third parties, especially these third parties being um, court, for example, that's illegal. That's illegal to use authorities to harass people. Okay, even though you It doesn't feel good, right? But you still not giving up. You still inspired, and all the possibilities and everything that you can do for this country. You got so much money, and you could be retiring. You could be traveling around the world, and just enjoying life, enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoying your family, your grown kids, your grandkids, you know, and you here fighting for us. That says a lot. You know, I seen videos of you when you were younger talking about I will not run for president because this is mean business, and you have felt it firsthand how meaningful and how disgraceful this business is. You know, I still don't know how can somebody that committed fraud with elections can be allowed to run for president. You know what I mean? But we're not talking about that, Mr. President. We're talking about how you feel. We're talking about how this has affected you, okay? Because all this harassment, then with a crooked judge on top of that, is just outrageous. But don't forget, they crucified Jesus, right? That's what they say. They crucified him. They went after him. They used everything they could so they can get to him, right? But through all those trials, you're not giving up. And I appreciate that, Mr. President, because we need you. This country needs you. The world needs you, Mr. President. So here comes the courage. And this courage comes from you not only loving this country, loving these people, wanting to fix this. Okay? This is you being diplomatic. No matter what life is throwing you, all these harassments, all this prosecution, you still diplomatic. You still, it's just like you're made out of steel. You understand what I'm saying? Look at this knight and armor charm, a shining armor. That's what I try to say. Okay, this is not romance. Okay, this usually will meet romance. Okay, but this right here, it's you ready for war. You're ready for what this running for president is bringing you. You already know it was gonna be me. You already know it is tough, and you're still ready. Now, the judgment, I don't think you're gonna go to jail. Okay? Because there is a judgment coming soon. I don't think you're going to jail. Okay? The justice right here. Okay? Prosperity. Okay? Because your lawyer is doing a good job. There is gonna be celebration. Okay? So I understand you're not liking what's happening. Mr. President, none of us like what is happening to you. And the ones that are happy is for the wrong reasons. And it's okay. It's okay to have people not liking us. It's okay to have rivalry. There is a God that will looks and watches everything and doesn't like ugly, Mr. President. So, keep calm. Okay? I know it's an uncomfortable, but right here you are in control. But most importantly, God is in control, Mr. President. And He knows that you have good intentions with this country, that you have good intentions for the American people, that you have good intentions with the world, worldwide. Okay? I love you, Mr. President. I always keep you in my prayers. My family also loves you, Mr. President. We always keep you in our prayers. Just want you to know that. Archangel Oracle cards. We're going to see what is good with you with these ones. I used to have other ones that I used to do the read for you. But I think I got to reorder them because if I'm not mistaken, those cards, they got messed up with a leak at the old house. But these are good too. Okay. So let's see what is good with you for year 2024 to 2025 for President Donald Trump. Okay. If it's taking a little time for cards to come out, is because those cards that you need, they're very important. That message is very important, Mr. President. So let's see. That one is a good one. Let's see 5 more. When I tell you God has your back, I am not lying to you, Mr. President. I am not lying to you one bit. Two more cards for Mr. President. Oh my God. You'll see. One more card for President Trump. One more card. Okay, Mr. President. These are really good cards from the Archangel Oracle cards. The first one is Breathe with Archangel Raphael. And your message goes, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Okay? We told you that has been stressful. All these situations, all this harassment through third parties, and prosecution and things of that nature. But take several deep breaths, okay? And exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. What old patterns are we talking about? I don't think you are a is not a conceited, proud person that you think you're better than anybody. It's not that, okay? it's a sense of, you know, I understand that you should not be going through these things, and I'm totally clear. Okay? I'll take a deep breath and exhale, you know? And nobody's perfect. That's what I'm hearing. Nobody is perfect. I don't think you better than anybody. I don't think you better than anybody. I'm just saying it's a sense of I should not be going through this. You damn right you should not be going through this. You know? But you are. And these are things out of your control. So you are a person that you are used to being in control of everything. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. This right here, all these prosecutions, all these harassment to third parties and things of that nature, they're out of your control. And that's stress from you not having this under control. You gotta release it. You gotta be patient. And it also, the patient card came here. So let's get back to all the cards over here, right? Creative writing with Archangel Gabriel. And the message goes, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. Okay? In your read, we were talking about some creative thoughts. Okay? And it's talking about creating writing. Maybe you should write a book, Mr. President. Maybe you've been thinking about that. Maybe it's time to start doing so, Mr. President. You know, all these creative things that you think it will help the nation. I'm not saying you don't have anything. I'm just saying there is gonna be messages from heaven, if you ask me. It says it right here. You know, I'm not done with all the cards, but I'm telling you right now, you're gonna receive downloads and messages from God itself, from heaven. Maybe a deceased relative is gonna show up in a dream and he's gonna tell you something. Write them down, Mr. President. All these messages from God, from angels, archangels, the Holy Spirit itself. Write them down, Mr. President. The next one is gifts from God with Archangel Sandoval. And the message goes, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms and receive. This is so nice, Mr. President, because gifts from the Creator itself, you know, it's amazing. You know, one of those gifts is life. You know, another day, and I know you're grateful. I know you give thanks to God. I know you live by God. Everybody makes mistakes, Mr. President, but the fact that you have strengthened yourself to live by God, okay? We are young and stupid, and you know, sometimes we make mistakes even in old age, okay? But the angels are bringing you gifts from your Creator itself, you know, and it's something to look forward for, even in these trials and hard times. Okay, just know that the Creator is always by your side. Okay, Mr. President. Hello from heaven. with Archangel Azrael. And the message goes, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of your worries and feel their loving blessings. Do you hear what I just said? Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of your worries and feel their loving blessings. Not too long ago, your mother-in-law passed away. And my condolences for you and your wife and your family, okay? Maybe this is a sign. We were talking not too long ago about, you're gonna get visited from dead relatives. Listen to them. When you see them, hug them. And the love that hug brings in that dream, that energy is gonna stay with you for a while. Okay? Somebody's gonna visit you. And you're gonna need that hug. And you're gonna need that energy. A man so powerful. Okay? Even a man so powerful like you, Mr. President, need that hug and that loving energy. Okay? You have clean your space with Archangel Hophiel. And the message goes, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. I don't know what is this about with Feng Shui. Okay? You maybe know about it, Mr. President. I don't think you have a messy house. I don't think you have any clutter like that. I don't, you probably have housekeeping and things of that nature. But when we talk about clutter, clean the energy around you. Maybe you have people around you that you should not have them. Maybe they were good to have it in 2016 and so on, but some people that you have around you, they're not good to have around, Mr. President. Take a note of that, okay? And last but not least, patience. With Archangel Hophiel. And the message goes, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience, Mr. President. I know it sucks to be in this situation. You're trying to run for president and getting harassed with third parties and, slaughter. Pretty much, because one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, it's hard to be in your shoes right now. But those are big shoes to wear that not everybody can walk on those shoes, Mr. President. I will tell you that right now. You're a gift from our Creator to us, Mr. President. Because like I said before, you don't have no need to run for president. You could be enjoying your life, stress-free, traveling around the world, spoiling Melania more than you always do. You know what I mean? Enjoying your family and things of that nature. But you still want to save this country. That's amazing. It's a blessing and it's admirable, Mr. President. Don't give up. Don't give up on us, Mr. President, because we need you. This country really needs you. And I appreciate that you haven't given up, Mr. President. My love, my sympathy, my prayers are with you, Mr. President. Also, my families as well, Mr. President. Even my family from Puerto Rico love you, Mr. President. You have done a great job. And if you ever doubted yourself, if you ever have or not, this is a confirmation that you have. And we appreciate you. I don't think you need me to say that, Mr. President, because with every rally, it shows. It shows how this country loves you, how they miss you, and how much we need you, Mr. President. Thanks again for not quitting and not giving up on us, Mr. President. I wish you nothing but good luck in this election. I hope there is no fraud in this election, Mr. President, because we cannot afford another fraud, Mr. President. You know, I hope there is something left from this country when you get back in office. It is a damn shame what happened. It is a damn shame how it happened. You know, because elections should be transparent. You know, it should not be any frauds. It should not be any wrongdoings. But you know, it happened, and I am very sorry. I don't think I'm the only one that is very sorry about it, Mr. President. But you know, life continues. Once again, thank you so much for not giving up on us, for not giving up on that America that you want to rebuild, that America that is possible to have back, Mr. President. Once again, I wish you the best luck. I would love to tell you that this harassment is gonna stop, but it's not. But thank goodness that you're a strong person, and you not only got the archangels back, you got the creators back. And that's big, Mr. President. That's what I have for you. Take care. God bless. Have an awesome, awesome year. Best president ever. See you next time. Bye.